Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to our reading for the month of June. And I say our reading because I'm a Scorpio moon as well. If you're new here, I'm Jenny. I'm a shamanic healer. I'm a women's coach, and I do these live oracle card readings every month. And you will also find some health and fitness stuff on my channel, as well as some guided meditations. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently this month. I'm actually going to share an animal spirit guide with all of us because as I've been filming these videos over the past several days, I've had this crow coming and visiting me, leaving me even a feather on my back deck, which is kind of a big deal because I have Great Danes, so usually birds don't like to go near my back deck. You may have heard that Great Danes are apartment dogs, and yeah, they are. If I take them for a hike, they will literally sleep for 2 or 3 days after that, so they spend a lot of time just lounging around on the back deck, and usually birds come nowhere near. But this crow has been very adamant about making its presence known. I thought it was a coincidence the first day, and then when it came back the second day and now the third day, I'm like, okay, there's definitely something here for all of us. So before I share the message of the crow, let me just bring in some Palo Santo. And I just want to share with you that it's not the smell of the smoke or the smudge that actually cleanses and raises our energy, but it is the spirit of the Palo Santo tree. So thank you, Sacred Palo Santo, for raising our energy. And let's see what that crow has to say for us. So you may have been seeing crows, or if not, let me show you this crow. So you saw the crow feather there just a moment ago. And if you have been seeing crows, let me know down below in the comment. This will definitely be some confirmation for you. So sometimes people confuse the crows and the ravens. They're very, very similar. They have very similar medicine, very similar messages. The ravens are typically a little bit bigger than the crows. If crow shows up, it means that you're on the verge of manifesting something you've been working towards for a while. Again, Scorpio moon here, I'm resonating with that as things are beginning to manifest. Something I've been working towards manifesting for the last 2 years is making its presence known in my life right now as we speak. Be very watchful over the next couple of days for any clear omens or signs that will guide you and teach you. Expect a very big change very soon, which again, super resonating myself. Also, you've noticed something that's out of balance or an injustice that hasn't been addressed, and it's important to speak up about it. And finally, you're about to get a glimpse into some future events that affect you directly. So let me know which one of those messages from the crow spirit were resonating with you. And when we get into the actual reading for the month of June, I'm going to be pulling some cards here from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle by Kelly Smith. I'll always put the links to these oracle decks down below in the description box. And then if you're hanging out with me for the extended reading at the very end, we'll also pull a message from the Goddess Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, and from the Inspire Change and Healing with Divine and Crystal Vibration Oracle. This one's by Cindy Smith. She's Canadian, if I'm not mistaken. I went and saw her and she signed my book. And sorry for the lighting, the sun is coming out, but I don't want to close this window because it is so bright and beautiful. I love June as we get into the changing of the seasons, coming into summer here in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm super excited for the solstice this year and for all of the shifts and changes that are coming in for all of us. So let's see what is the primary energy for the Scorpio collective in the month ahead. And I just want to remind you as well that, this reading is for the month of June, but there's no such thing as a coincidence. So if you're seeing this video at a different time, trust that you're receiving this message exactly when you're meant to receive it. So what is the primary energy for the month ahead for the Scorpio collective, please? Okay, I'm getting visionary. Visionary. This is the card of manifestation, and that crow just gave us a message about manifestation as well. The visionary card tells us that you're learning to really manifest the life, co-create the life that you've been dreaming of with the universe. You have learned how to take your ideas and turn them from a thought, from an idea, into here in the physical reality, into the 3D. And that's a beautiful card. That's an auspicious card. So you have the evidence. You know that you are able to manifest. If you look back into your life, you can see that you've already manifested certain things, people, experiences, maybe material possessions. I know when it comes to manifestation, a lot of people are focused on money. You have the evidence that you've been able to manifest certain experiences into your life. So let this be your reminder. Celebrate what you've already manifested so that you can then open yourself up to manifest more. What are you calling into your life, Scorpio? More love, more freedom, more money, more experiences, more travel, whatever it is. There's no right or wrong here. What you are desiring is only a desire because it's meant for you. So this visionary card, you're learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. And I love that it included the word action in that card, because that is really key with manifestation. It's not just about thinking what it is that you want to bring into your life, but really feeling it, really embodying it, and really taking the aligned action to bring that into your life. Okay. I'm pulling here the surrender card too. Okay. This one's a tough one for me because, again, I'm resonating with this as my Scorpio moon is being highlighted throughout this reading. And surrender is a challenge. You know, we see these visions that we want to bring to life here with the visionary card. And sometimes we can slow down the manifestation because we get so stuck in what we want it to look like, how we want it to look. We get so stuck in, okay, this is exactly how it's going to come to me, but then we don't actually see that there's other possibilities. Maybe it's coming to us in a better way, in a different way, or maybe our manifestation isn't actually going to be exactly what we think it is, but it's going to be something better. So I encourage you to maybe repeat the mantra, what is for me will not pass me. If it passes me, it's not for me. That could be something that you resonate with, or maybe you're already saying that mantra. I feel like some of you are really laser focused on this manifestation, and you know, we have that intensity about us with Scorpio in our chart. And who knows where you're reading for? You could be reading for your sun, your moon, your rising, and I do encourage you to read for all three or anywhere else in your chart that you're resonating with. But we do have that intensity, and the surrender card is telling us to release all control and allow nature to take its course. The universe is working with us to help lead us in the most aligned timeline, path, purpose, destiny, and us controlling it can effectively slow down the manifestation. Let's see what the challenge will be for the month ahead, please. What is the challenge for the Scorpio collective? Okay, increase. Increase. This is another card of manifestation. It goes hand in hand with the visionary card. So again, you've already manifested something into your life. So how is that a challenge? Well, depending on what it is that we're manifesting into our lives, do we have the capacity to hold that in our lives? Is our central nervous system able to handle what it is that we're calling more of into our life? I'll give you an example. I do a lot of business readings, work with entrepreneurs, and you know, a lot of them are six-figure earners. And when they go and they pass that threshold, okay, well, my goal is to earn 6 figures a year, and then they pass that threshold, sometimes there's a contraction that comes after that because they achieved the goal, they received what they were asking for from the universe, but their central nervous system couldn't handle it. It didn't feel safe to have that. Maybe they grew up poor. Maybe they had limiting beliefs around what it takes to earn that amount of money. You know, I'm going to have to slave myself to death, work from morning till night, whatever the case is. Increase is saying you've already manifested something into your life. You're already getting surrender here as well. So it feels to me that there is an opportunity here throughout this month to really work with your central nervous system. You might want to look up on YouTube like somatic movements. Calming the central nervous system is going to be different for everyone. Vagus nerve exercises. For me, grounding, just going out into nature, literally putting my bare feet and my bare hands into the earth. That always helps me. Connecting to Mother Earth is, to me, the easiest way to calm down my central nervous system. It'll be different for each and every one of us, but meditation helps, journaling helps, smudging, of course. Not only can you use Palo Santo, but you know, sage, juniper, cedar, lavender. I really love Agua de Florida. I've talked about it a lot. You can just put this in a little spray bottle and spritz yourself with it. This one's empty. I've got like one teeny tiny bit left in there, but I've got another bottle in the other room, so that's okay. But you know, there's lots of different ways that we can calm our central nervous system. And what is incoming for the Sagittarius? Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. Maybe there's a Sagittarius coming into your life. What is incoming for the Scorpio collective? Isn't that interesting that I said that? You'll have to let me know. I feel like that is for some of you. My husband's a Sagittarius and he's a sun and rising. So yeah, it would be surprising to me if that message was for some of you. What is incoming for the Scorpio collective? Okay, career transition. So there's something here around what you're doing for an income. So this could be around a job, but maybe some of you are starting a a side hustle, or if you are in business for yourself, there's a new iteration of what it is that you do that's coming to light right now. I feel that really strongly. And again, I feel that within myself as well. I'm constantly changing. I mean, that is so Scorpio, right? Like we can go deep. We can go deeper than a lot of other people sometimes. And what that allows us to do is to shed those versions of us that are no longer in alignment, and to go through this cycle of death and rebirth, and to come out with the new version of us as much and as often as we need to. So this career transition, it feels really, really auspicious. It feels really positive. This card says your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. So there's something unfulfilling about what you're currently doing. Whatever that is, again, I feel like some of you are in a job and you're just like, you don't see your way out of it. There could be an opportunity to apply for new jobs or apply for a different position within the company that you're in. But I do feel like for the majority of you, Scorpio, this is going to be about business for yourself, like finding a career where you don't have to worry about a boss and timetables and schedules and, all those different things. I feel like for some of you, you're already in business for yourself, but for others, maybe you're taking your hobby and you're turning it into a career, or maybe you're taking your side hustle and you're going full time with it. You'll have to let me know where you're resonating with that one, because of course it's going to be different for all of us, especially depending on where Scorpio lies for us within our chart. Typically, I'm focused on the energy of the rising sign with these readings, but you can be watching for anywhere in your chart. And we all have Scorpio somewhere in our chart, right? And let's see what is going to help the Scorpio collective the most throughout this career transition. It's funny, these cards are feeling really sticky all of a sudden. Like, I feel like there's not one card that wants to come out. There's multiple cards that want to come out with this. What will help the Scorpio collective the most? Again, every time I go to shuffle and I feel like I'm ready to pick a card, it's like a group of cards and I don't want to pick a group. There we go. Speaking up. Okay, so work with that throat chakra this month for sure. Work with your throat chakra. There's a few different things you can do for that. So what I recommend when it comes to working with your throat chakra is you can wear the color blue. You can use blue crystals. It's really great if you can have like a pendant on like a really short chain when you're working with your throat chakra. You can put a blue crystal in there, angelite or lapis lazuli, something like that. It depends on what it is you're working with. You can use different essential oils. Blue tansy is a great one, but there's other essential oils that can help with communication. And you can, of course, eat blue foods as well, like ramp up those blueberries. It's a good time to do that. Speak up, okay? Stand in your truth. With this career transition, for those of you who are not feeling fulfilled in your current position, in your current job, there's definitely an opportunity for you to speak your truth and, verbalize what's going on there, why it's not feeling fulfilling to you. And then for those of you who are in business with yourself, if it doesn't feel true to you, like you need to express that. If you're working with clients who don't feel aligned, you need to express that. If you're doing stuff just because you think you should, don't should yourself, okay? Don't should yourself. It's your business and it's meant to be fulfilling to you. Nobody got in business for themselves to do stuff that they absolutely dread, stuff that makes them feel ick. I feel like some of you have this like pit in your stomach feeling when it comes to doing certain tasks around your career. And that's a very strong sign that you're out of alignment, that something is not quite right, that something needs to change. So speak your truth, speak from your heart, speak with integrity, and you're going to be able to help yourself move through this career transition that's showing up for you. And then let's just get a final clarifier for the energy of the month ahead for the Scorpio collective, please. What is the final energy for the Scorpio collective? I'm just going to go with it. We're getting two again, but I feel like they're both here, okay? So the first one is limiting beliefs. So your belief system needs to be reprogrammed around this, whatever it is that you feel. And there's a lot of manifestation coming in here with the visionary, the increase, even the career transition, speaking up and surrendering. There's a lot of limiting beliefs here I feel that you need to work on in order to be able to manifest what it is that you're calling into your life. So think about what it is that you're calling into your life. Again, more time, more money, more romance, more love, more freedom, more experience, more travel, whatever it is for you. What are your beliefs around your ability to manifest that? Right? Like, do you believe like, oh, I'm not going to be able to go on that trip because I have all these bills to pay and it's never going to happen and I just can't take the time off work and it's too expensive and blah, 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 blah. Well, maybe that's true, but are there beliefs that you can rewire around that? Are there things that you can do to raise up the funds to be able to do that? If you're going through a career transition, maybe there's an opportunity for you to free up your schedule a little bit. If you're going to be switching jobs, maybe you can take a couple weeks off in between. That's just one example. When it comes to manifesting money, do you believe that, money doesn't grow on trees and you have to work hard to get ahead, and only people who do shady stuff get ahead in life, things like that? When it comes to romance, do you believe that you're lovable? Do you believe that all people of the whatever gender it is that you're attracting into your life, do you believe things about those people? Like if you're a woman attracting a man into your life, do you believe that all men are scum and there's no good guys left out there? For example, what are your beliefs around what it is that you're calling into your life? Okay, this situation calls for a reprogramming of your belief system. And then the second card that came out along with that is angel numbers. So your spirit guides and allies, they're sending you messages. Let me know in the comments what angel numbers you're seeing, because each number has a different frequency. I just got 1111 tattooed on my finger. Can you see it there? 1111. That's my reminder that I am being divinely guided, being divinely guided when I'm looking for a sign, when I'm looking for a message from spirit to help affirm, confirm, and validate for me that I am on the right track. I am looking for the sign 1111, and I see it quite often. And, you might be seeing a different number with a different meaning. And again, remember that every number has a different frequency. Your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self, even source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, all of them combined, they are working together to help guide you on the most aligned path, to help redirect you to your highest path, your highest purpose, your highest timeline, your highest destiny. So pay attention to those symbols. There's no such thing as a coincidence, okay? There's no such thing as a coincidence. These messages mean something, and you're seeing them for a reason. They're guiding you. For example, the number 5 is all about change, rapid change. Number 3 about balance. There's protection in 4s and 6s. There's luck in 7s. There's prosperity in 8s. And, it might not be a repeating number. Maybe you see 717 or 628 or something like that. Let me know in the comments what numbers you're seeing, and then I use the Mystic Michaela Angel Numbers book. When it comes to angel numbers, if you just search up what number it is that you're seeing, you're going to see a million different answers. The answer that matters the most is the one that you resonate with the most. So make sure to pay attention to the one that just feels right to you. And then what I love about the Mystic Michaela Angel Number book is that I've never had an experience where the message didn't feel aligned to the number. So for me, her messages resonate with me. So that's why I like that book. Now we are going to clarify this reading. We're going to dive into those additional oracle cards that I was talking about before. We're going to do that in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me on the extended, you can find the link down below in the description. Not only will you get access to the extended readings for all 12 of the signs, so you can watch for anywhere in your chart, but you'll also get access to the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership, where we meet at least twice a month on Zoom. I love these calls. We do energy practices together. We do meditations together. We do oracle card readings. I do business readings. They're really incredible opportunities to get together and be in each other's energy. And we also meet sometimes a little bit additional as well. There's lots of bonuses for being a part of the Sacred Self-Empowered Community. So I do hope to see you there. If you're new here and you were enjoying my energy, please do hit subscribe, send this video to someone that you know will love it, and I will see you in the extended reading.